Day 3 of Part-Time Trader Journal. I made 5 trades today, closed 3 of them. Was 2 and 1 on my trades. The other 2 are still going. One of them, Disney's right at platform. It's at $5 under. The other one's 45 under, so they're pretty much close to what they were. The other one I made 125 on Boeing, 168 in SPY, and I lost 160 in Facebook. So at the end of the day, I was just around $100, I think like 93. Let's take a look at them really quick. So we're only going to look at the ones of, we can look at all, that's fine. So let's look at the biggest winner of the day, SPY. So as you can see, I had my pullback. Now let's go 4 hours out first. So if you remember, this play broke over overnight. So I was set up for the morning. So everything looked good on that perspective. So then I came down to my 30. Got this nice play here. Pulls up, pulls down. Comes up to the morning high. I just get right in. I don't want to hesitate. This was already in my fib range. And then it continued up the rest of the day. Up to 37.88 from 33.91, 34. So I made roughly a 5.3 point move. I have my stop loss down here. So this is more of a one-to-one move again. Nothing spectacular. If you look at the 5-minute entry, doesn't really tell you much else. It does allow you to have this stop loss here. I think this might have been where I was at anyway. So you got your candles somewhere up here. It's probably the candle I entered in actually. 334. Stop loss down here. Came up to 337. So grabbed 3 points. Was happy with it. Next move. It was 30%, by the way. That's kind of what I was targeting. Not really the moves as much. I was trying it up a little different on my targets today. I was going for percentages. 30% up, 15% down. Makes things a little bit easier trying to track by dollar percents. But since I made bigger play on the one I lost, as far as the amount, it's more of a loss. So as you can see here, came up, clipped this in the morning, enough for me to get in, dropping down to 30. Had the same play as a spirally, so I had this morning candle. Clearly I went down to 5 minutes to play this, but as you can see, it helped my entry. Probably couldn't have done much with this if I didn't go to 5 minutes. So entered here, stop losses down here. So you're talking little over 2 points. Climbs up 3 points, and I'm out. So nice little pullback there. Good play. Obviously that one's not as much. That's 125. Loss for the day, Facebook. Facebook just clips it overnight. Same thing. Drop down to 30 minutes. So this is my fib overnight. Popped up high. Gave me a pullback. After the pullback, I wanted to enter. So in reality, probably my mistake right here. I always got to make sure we check on our losses, right? So came in the morning, since this was pulling up over the morning, just like my other plays. Should have got in right here, right? So if I would have gotten in anywhere over here, you got 265. So this is a possibility of 3-point move. If I go down even more to 5-minute plays. Well, I guess this was my original fib, so I can't really call this guy out. So again, up, pulled back, went up, pulled back. This kind of yeah. Now that I look back, this is how this one had to be, because it was not continuing up overnight. It shot back down. So you really don't want to play those moves overnight. You can fib them like I did here, but you can't really just jump in on it. So if I jumped in here, it could have went out and it looks good, but that's not what I want to do. So it goes down here, comes in, pulls up over, I get in. I can't remember if I got in the 30 or the 5. It looks like I got in on the 5. Maybe I got in here. Actually, must have gotten in the 30. So pulls over this, pulls back to 60, tests it, goes up, get in, drops down, stop out. So probably if I didn't hit my stop loss, this probably was going to go up the next day. I might clear that. So, and those are my 3 plays. And then I'm actually the plays that I'm into right now. So Disney. So I'll zoom back out real quick. So Disney, it's underneath here, cross back over here, pulled down, pulled up, didn't quite get to the top. Probably should have not got in just based on that. Kind of a forced entry, right? So if I fib this, make myself look like a doofus, right? So up, down, so this is here, goes down to undo, and go here, up to here. So it pulled the candle wicks inside the 23. So right there I should realize this was a invalid play right away. So made my mistake. Once again, this isn't over yet. Still in on it, but not the greatest entry. So if we remove this, you can see here, if it pulls back to roughly where it started, it's usually not good. So as you can see here, this is an upward trend. This is a slow, small pullback, but you can just consider this a whole one. So this technically could be a good pullback. And then this one pulls back and almost clears that. So right there, you should know this is in some type of consolidation. And as you can see, it pulls up, pulls down, pulls up, still going down. So it could still end up being a good play, but even here you see it cross over, so it's not looking as good. So I'm not really excited for that one, but it hasn't hit my stop loss, so I'm going to let it play out. Still could go down. Still, this 50 still moving down, and it's back below the 50 now, so it could ride that pretty well. Intel, I think I accidentally got rid of all my things because I was messing around here, but I was going up, and I believe what I did here is it went up, dropped down. I believe I got in on this candle, maybe right here. Probably what I did, if I remember. So we can mark these just so in case tomorrow. So 30. So I got here and entered on this close above high, and then as you can see, it's dropped down to there. Stop loss is pretty far down here, so I'm not too worried. It's not close to my stop loss yet. So yeah, got in here. Stop loss is down below here, so I'm actually going back up. So it's trending up overnight, which is good. So this could have been the full pullback. Now it's going to go up, so I could actually make some good profits on this tomorrow. So that one's looking pretty promising. All right, so that was the 5 plays. In on 2 still, out on 3. My watch list, I got a couple that I'm watching here because now I have like $2,000 available if I want to spend it. So I'm still watching PG. PG did some good things. Remember, I was watching this closely, if you remember my journal. And it just clipped over at night. And this got this beautiful... it's usually better if I just do it here. So we'll delete this one. And then we'll refib here. And what I like about this play is you got upward trend, upward trend, upward trend. Didn't clear this candle. This makes this play a little bit hesitant, but I did cross over, and this is my trigger. So I mean, you get crossover here, you can still get this bump, right? So it might not shoot this high, but it is pulling back here. If it gets in here, even if I don't pull up here, I'm still looking at a 2-point swing, so still could be good. So this is a play. Drop down to 30 minutes. As you can see, went below 50, pinged here, popped up, came back. This is a hammer. This would be a really good entry if this is where I was at. Didn't clear this, but that's still a solid candle. This next one probably would go up higher. As you can see, we got some neutrals here, which is evening out. So could play this first candle in the morning. Good play. The other one I'm looking at is, I got 2 other ones I'm looking at today. So Walmart, I think I was looking at this recently. So I like this play because some consolidation, got a nice little move up, pop down, beautiful rise. So looking for continuation here. Oh, this isn't even at the 4 hour. Now you see the 30 hours, so you can see what I'm looking at. But same thing here, just crossed. I can fib this real quick, as you can see it's looking pretty good. So green candle in the morning above the night green candle I could be in. I'm happy with it. So this one dropped down in here, wick rejected here, popped back up. So if I'm cleared here, then I'm going. So this is a good move. And the last one I'm looking at is SQ. So SQ, trending up, didn't clear here, but then it cleared it there, so you can consider this a wave. I'm not too worried about that, because even if this is some type of consolidation, it went up, and still the lows are not, even though this didn't break the high here, the actual bodies kind of broke the high, so to me I'm still happy with that, but the lows keep going up, so that's good. So then we got here, over the last few days, we have this beautiful retracement, and this is already going to be in the wheelhouse. I already know it. So broke my 78, nice solid red candle into it. So get a little bit more possibly tomorrow. If not, just breaking a candle and I'll be in. SQs are really moves really fast. So getting perfect fibs on SQ is never needed because SQ moves really good. So that's my plays today. That was my progress. I've had 3 days and I've got 100 each day. So as you can see back here from monitoring, I'm at 283. So roughly $100 profit a day. It's kind of a little lower than I wanted, but 500 a week would be solid. I wouldn't mind that. And this is Ryan Rutherford, day 3 in my journal, and bye. Have a good night.